Hello and welcome to How the Mother Wound Reveals Itself for all of us highly sensitive women. So I'm going to give you a quick synopsis of all the ways that it reveals itself and how it takes root within us and what our path to healing the mother wound is for all of us highly sensitive women. So the mother wound takes root within us in two ways when we are very, very, very young children, even before we are born in our mother's womb. So the first way is that we, in essence, take on the wounds of our mother. We become her in a lot of ways. She passes to us energetically and emotionally, imprint upon us the wounds that she carried herself. And as highly sensitive children and babies, and even within the womb, we picked up this energy so much, even more readily and plentifully than other children and babies. And so, in essence, all of us highly sensitive women, we are all healers. Part of our life path is to take on the wounds of our mother and heal them, not just for ourselves, but for all the women that came before us, our mother, her mother, that entire lineage. We are healing an entire lineage of mothers, of women rather. So this shows up because as we grow older, we are highly sensitive to the behaviors and emotions and moods of our mother, right? So regarding her relationship to either your father or boyfriends or partners or other significant people within her life, romantic and otherwise, we picked that up. And not in a conscious way, but in an unconscious way, sort of imprinted within us, that we then carry those relationship patterns into our own adult life. And so part of the mother wound is healing those relationship patterns. And just to say for a moment that these mother wounds reveal themselves to us and take root within us, regardless of whether our mother was someone that was sort of withdrawn or was mentally or physically ill and not very present, regardless of whether we were mothering her or she was mothering us, or whether we had a mother that was fully present, fully supportive emotionally and physically, right? And so this is regardless, because our mothers were human beings. They weren't perfect. And as highly sensitive children, we picked up on all the ways that they weren't perfect. And this is getting to the second way that the mother wound takes root within us, is that as children, as young children, we believed that the universe revolved around us. This is a normal stage of development for children, that they think that they're at the center of everything. And so they think that they cause everything, and they think that they need to fix everything. And so when your mother, because she was imperfect, because she went through her own moods and low times and everything, we picked up on that and we wanted to make it better. We wanted to fill the space, to fill the void. And so in order to give her love and to receive her love, to be worthy of her love, we became who she needed us to be. And so that's the second root of the mother wound, because there's a part of us that we've been carrying that is the person our mother needs to be, that doesn't really belong to us, that actually belongs to her. And it's actually a false self that we carry. So I think it's helpful at this point to look and to feel into a little bit, because we carry the wounds of our mother emotionally, right? So the feelings we feel, whether we go through periods of depression or fear or doubt, or in the relationship patterns that we have, through our thoughts, what we believe about ourselves, and also through energetically in our body. And what I have found is that there is a place that this mother wound lives within our physical and energetic body. And so I want to take you through for a moment for you to feel into that place within you. And I'll let you know why. So just take a moment and close your eyes and just come into your heart center. Where your physical heart lives is also where your energetic heart lives, which is your center for love and connection and compassion. Okay, so just feel into your heart center now. And just take a few breaths into that place to really center yourself there. And now, once you're centered, I want you to bring your awareness just behind your heart. Just behind your heart, to the space just behind it. It just needs to be your awareness to that place. This is where the mother wound lives. And so you might experience a little feeling of like a pull, a clenching, a tightening, a grasping. The mother wound, we experience it as sort of a tear, a little tear behind our heart that we are trying to keep closed because we believe if we open this tear, we're going to fall into a dark abyss. In that dark abyss is abandonment and loneliness and rejection, and where we will not be deserving and receiving love. So just feel into if you can just feel the place in your body where that is. And so in order to heal that place, we can visualize our heart coming in and enveloping and wrapping around that place where we feel the tear is. Enveloping it. And here's the thing about the mother wound, that we actually don't have a tear into a bottomless, scary pit of despair. What that is actually a channel moving into the vast realm of possibility. So what I mean by that is it's the unknown. So many of us that have carry the mother wound, we suffer from control issues, right? We want to know everything is going to be happening before it happens. We do not want to know how it's going to happen. And then we try to maneuver and control our world to make it happen the way it's going to happen because we don't trust what we do not know. We're afraid that if we don't control it, we will be disappointed, we'll be left behind. When in fact, that channel actually brings you into your creativity, your creative powers. So it's actually a channel that moves actually energetically down your spine into your solar plexus, which is your power center, down into your sacral womb space, which is your creative powers and your desire. And then down into the bottom of your spine, which is your root, which connects you to the earth. So when we clench that, we're actually not allowing the energy to open from our heart to those places. And so coming in and healing energetically that place is opening it, trusting that we are not going to be left behind. We're not going to be abandoned. We can allow the unknown to be present. We can trust it. Okay, so another way that this wound showed up for us as children is that as highly sensitive people, we often found the physical world to be incredibly overwhelming. Okay, are you nodding along with me? Incredibly overwhelming. Other people's emotions, other people's reactions towards us, sounds, feelings, sensations. It was just too much. It was too much. And so most of us develop these wonderful, wonderful capabilities when we're children to escape, to emotionally, mentally, spiritually, energetically escape. So for me, I had such a wonderful active imagination. I could escape into fantastical lands full of rainbows and fairies whenever I needed to. And I would feel the vastness and connection of all. And I would feel held and safe and supported in this alternate reality, alternate dimensional space, away from the physical. And so this is an incredible, incredible spiritual gift that as highly sensitive children we had. The learning of knowing how to escape and learn through escape, knowing how to travel to other dimensions, how to allow our imagination to be the portal that took us on into incredible places. The thing is, as we grew up, we are able to hold that knowing in that space of us all, everything being connected, everything being one, right? Because we're able to access that as children, and it has brought us such comfort and connection in life. But it has come at a price, because we used it as a form to escape the physical. And eventually, we need the physical. We need the physical realm to support us. And so when we don't do this, we often have a lot of hard times staying put in relationships, trusting those relationships, being able to manifest the things that we need in our lives to make us feel safe and secure, like money, like homes, like careers. Okay, we want to continue to fly, but we need to come back down to earth in order to regain our trust in the physical realm, regain a relationship to the physical realm while maintaining that beautiful spiritual all is one connection. So that is the healing journey for all of us, is to come back down to earth, to regain that trust. Another piece of this is that those of us with a mother wound, what we end up doing is we project those wounds that we have towards our mother. So coming back to the ways that we have learned to be not who we really are, right? In order to receive love. And so it comes to a point in our adult life when we need to be able to shed those ways, those false selves, in order to trust that we'll be fully embraced as who we are. So what happens is there is a parallel relationship between the relationship we had with our mother, or whoever served as a mother in our lives, that first physical and emotional bond that we had with another being, and our adult relationship to the physical realm, the earth itself. We believe that we need to be a specific person, that we need to act and behave in a certain way in order to be taken care of. We project those needs and that self onto our relationship with the physical. And so healing the mother wound means actually letting that go. Knowing that we are fully supported as who we really are. We do no longer need to act as if. We're allowed to be exactly who we are and loved for who we are, regardless of who that is. That love is a right. It is not a privilege. Those of us that carry the mother wound, we have a fantastic ability to disappear. We like to make ourselves incredibly small, because going back to when we were really young and our mother might have been in pain, or any people around us in pain. And guess what? We thought that we caused the pain. On a deep unconscious level, we thought that we were the cause of the pain because the world revolves around us, right? And so how we internalize this is, if I act as I really am, if I am who I really am, then I'm going to cause someone pain. And so I need to shrink myself. I need to cut myself off. I need to make myself as small as possible. I can't trust myself. I can't trust my power. If I fully unleash who I really am, the fullness of me, if I fully unleash my power, I'm going to cause harm to other people. And even if you're listening to this being like, that sounds silly, remember that this is an unconscious belief. This is an unconscious belief that narrates to us and that controls our lives in ways that we often do not see on the surface at all. Okay? So, in order to come into fully healing the mother wound, the last piece is that we need to trust our power. We need to allow ourselves to be fully visible, fully seen, and fully received by others. We need to walk through that fear, which can be so terrifying at first. We have ding, 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 bells going off everywhere. Do not do this. This is dangerous. Warning sign, warning sign, warning sign. We need to walk through those warning signs and disprove them, because guess what? There is absolutely no way that your power can be misused. There is no way. As a highly sensitive person, there's no way for your power to be misused. You can fully trust yourself, fully trust your full genuine presence. And actually, when you come into this place of fully owning your presence, the final step comes so naturally, flows forward, which is stepping from sovereign power, which is taking full ownership of your physical and energetic presence. Here I am, receive me, listen to me, know me. And then shifting into we power. Because sovereign power, we realize, as highly sensitive people, we realize it's an illusion. That power is not something that we own on our own. Power is something that we share. We power is acknowledging this, acknowledging that we share the same power source. We are all one. And that's why it comes so naturally, because this is knowledge we already have within us. But we have to own ourselves individually before we can fully step into that place of we power, of standing together with other women, of standing with the earth, with standing with all the energies that we're so connected with, and knowing that we're all one source, and knowing that when we give, we receive, when we receive, we give. And this is the place where us as highly sensitive women and healers, where we will gift, we have so much to give to the world. And we will be able to usher in a new era, a new paradigm of relationships and of healing on this planet. Thank you for watching. And if you would like to learn more about me, go to bigbeautifulbreakthrough.com. If you would like help moving through the process of healing your own mother wound, you can sign up for an awakening session. There's a sliding scale made available for almost all income levels. So I invite you to explore that and to receive the messages that your soul wants you to know right now and create an individual healing path forward for yourself. And I can help you get there. All right. Thank you. Goodbye.